Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome if you are new here. I'm so glad that you stumbled across this video as you are preparing for motherhood or now in the midst of postpartum and trying to figure out what you actually need. Hopefully it's the latter, that you're kind of preparing beforehand, but I know pregnancy goes by so fast, especially at the end, so I'm here to help you and let you know the things that you actually will need in your postpartum journey. I will say I'm coming from a place of having 2 vaginal deliveries. I have not had a C-section, so I can't be much of a help in that area. So a lot of these products will be catered towards healing from a vaginal birth. And I also want to say that I didn't have any vaginal tearing, so that definitely makes things a lot different and probably easier in the recovery journey. I'm also going to be including some tips for breastfeeding and my essentials for that as well. So if you're looking for those tips as well, definitely stay on this video, and I will have timestamps so that you can find specific spots if you're looking for that. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. I do want to preface that if you are planning on doing a hospital delivery, they do provide a lot of postpartum materials for you. That is what happened in my case. A lot of these things are from the hospital and I didn't have to purchase myself at a drugstore or Target or anything like that. So if you are a first-time mom and have not delivered at this hospital before, I recommend calling them or talking to other friends that have delivered there to see what they do provide for you, so that you don't need to spend the money on things that you'll be essentially already paying for there with your hospital bill. So just want to run through some of those things that they do provide you, and then if you are doing a home birth or a birth center birth, these things that I had provided for me, I definitely would recommend bringing to your birth if you're not going to be in a hospital. After your delivery, whether you have a vaginal birth or a C-section, there is going to be vaginal bleeding. A lot of people don't know that after their C-section that they are still going to have that vaginal bleeding, because the placenta being removed is what is going to cause the uterus to shed its lining and try to shrink back to its normal size. So you are going to have bleeding no matter what birth that you have. So there's different options that you can use to manage your bleeding. A lot of women prefer to have those Depends diapers. They just feel more comfortable in that and more contained. I am somebody that likes these boy short underwear that the hospital provides. Some hospitals provide a mesh underwear that are kind of holey, whereas these are not holey at all. They're just super stretchy. I seriously love these. I wore them for so long postpartum just because they were the most comfortable to me. And then I had leftovers from my last pregnancy, so my second pregnancy I wore these at the end of my pregnancy journey just because they were the only things that felt comfortable. So love these. If you are looking to buy some of these yourself, if the hospital doesn't provide them, I think they're just called seamless boy short underwear. So love these, and then these fit perfectly with these big pads that they provide you. So my hospital provided these huge pads. So really I only used these the first couple days when the bleeding was the most heavy. For me personally, my bleeding started to go away very quickly. Probably it was fully done 2 weeks postpartum. So I didn't have to utilize these huge pads for very long. So what I ended up switching to was just a regular, I think it's still considered a maxi pad. I'll tell you guys the exact one. Here it is. It's the Always Ultra Thin, super long, and it has the wing. So it still is provides a good amount of coverage. So I switched to these once my bleeding was not as heavy and I felt comfortable using this instead of the big old pad. After your delivery, you will likely have some sort of soreness, whether that is very sore and tender or just a little bit depending on how your recovery went. But even me, somebody that had not any tears or anything like that and a very smooth delivery, I still like to utilize these things when I was at the hospital. So there is the Dermaplast spray that you kind of just can spray on your vagina to help with the burning sensation. This just helps with that. Then I would also use this ice pack that was provided by the hospital, but I know you can buy these from Freedom Mom. You just kind of crack it open, it gets really cold, you insert it onto that big pad, and I just use this the first 24 hours. It is very cold. I liked it better the first time around than the second time actually, but I think it's good to have it on hand, especially if your hospital provides it, just to be able to utilize it and see if that feels comfortable for you. Then what I would also do is put some of these Tux pads. They're just witch hazel pads that just are very cooling and relieving. So I would just lay a couple on that maxi pad. So these are certainly nice to have, and I would recommend using these. Another postpartum product that I don't have in my hands with me, but I definitely recommend, is to have some sort of peri bottle. I just use the one provided from the hospital. The thing is, that's not as nice about the one from the hospital is it doesn't have the angle to it. I'll insert a picture of the Freedom Mom angled peri bottle, and this is really nice because you just squeeze it and it goes right where you need it to, as you can tell by the picture. So that's really important to use while you're peeing, especially those first couple pees after delivery where everything kind of stings and burns really bad. That helps if you fill it with warm water and just squirt it on yourself while you're peeing. That is definitely a must. Only one medication that I want to talk about, and that is Colace or any type of stool softener. I recommend taking this probably like a week or two before your delivery, just so that you can get your bowels, it's not a laxative, it's not going to make you have diarrhea, but it's going to kind of loosen everything up so that you don't have to be fearful of being constipated while you are freshly postpartum and just push out a baby and now, oh no, I have to poop and I'm terrified. Taking this, it definitely makes you feel like you can not be fearful that you're going to be constipated and a lot of pain, because that is a scary thing. I definitely recommend taking some stool softener prophylactically, and then if you ended up not doing it beforehand, this is definitely what I recommend postpartum if you are having trouble with that first couple poops. I know I had mentioned these boy short underwear that I like to use with those big pads fresh in the hospital. When I got home, I ended up seeing a girl on TikTok talk about these underwear, and I went ahead and bought them. They're from Target, and I loved these. So it comes in a 3-pack. They're from Hanes. They're just this like boy short but very high-waisted underwear, so they keep you really nice and intact, which is really nice, especially once you have your baby. Everything is just like floppy down there. So it's nice to feel intact with like a high-waisted short like this. So love these. Like I said, they're from Target. They came in a 3-pack, I think, with 2 black and then like a nude color. So I loved these underwear. If you want something that's not, like that mesh type of underwear, I recommend these. Then as far as mom comfort, clothing-wise, what you are physically going to be in, the first thing that I recommend is to have some type of robe. You would be surprised at like how much you just live in your robe postpartum. Like as soon as I was in my postpartum unit at the hospital, I was in my robe. It was so comfortable. This is my personal robe that I have from Parachute. It's just like a waffle knit. I love it because it's not too hot, but it's not too thin. So I definitely recommend like a waffle knit. This was just so comfortable, super easy for breastfeeding because you can just open it up, especially when you are in the hospital and there's people coming in doing the fundal checks and helping with breastfeeding. It's just nice to have something that is like easily accessible. Definitely recommend bringing your robe to your birth and then also using that postpartum as well. Going along with that, I recommend having some form of pajamas that are able to be buttoned. So I love these nightgowns that are from Target. It's the Stars Above line. They're this like, I don't think they're bamboo, but I think it's modal is the material. They're just so soft, so like cooling and comfortable, and just so easy to wear postpartum. So I have this one in black just since it's safer. I also have some that it's like pink and white. And I don't really care, like if it gets bloody, whatever, it's cute. But the black one is a little bit more of a safe option. So definitely recommend these. And then pants as well. These are from Target, same exact material, have a waistband that you can tie so it's very flexible. I bought these a size larger than what I normally wear so that I could wear it in pregnancy and then postpartum as well. And I actually still wear these. They're a little bit big now, but you can, cinch that waistband. So having just a comfortable pair of pants that you can wear with like your nursing tank is going to be your postpartum mom uniform. Moving on to all things breastfeeding. Now I want to go ahead and talk about the nursing bras that I have found and loved. So first one being from H&M. These come in a 2-pack and they are the Mama nursing bras. So they just look like this. I have so many sets. This one is like a pink and a black. And what I love about these is they don't have the inserts in them. So when you put your nursing bras through the wash and they have those inserts, they constantly come out and then you're having to re-put them in, and it's just such a pain and something that, like a nuance that you do not want to deal with postpartum. And so I found these and seriously love them. They're just super comfortable. They have structure, but they're still unlined. So definitely like optimal comfort there. Really love these, and if you're looking for a convenient nursing bra that's good to wear like for comfort, but then also you can wear with just regular clothes out, these would be the ones that I would recommend. Then I have this one that is from Target, and this was like my sole sleeping nursing bra. So it comes in a 2-pack with like a cream and this mauve color. And what I love about this for sleeping is that it has absolutely no clasps anywhere. It's just you put it on over your head like a tank top, and it is just the most comfortable for sleep. You definitely want to wear something while you are nursing and postpartum because you could leak, or you just, everything is like large, and everything is just enlarged, and you just kind of want to feel like put together and not everything flopping around. So definitely wore these at night for a very good amount of time, and these were just the most comfortable that I found for sleeping. So I loved these. Definitely not good support, not the most flattering, but so comfortable. I want to share this product because I've not heard of much mention of this, and I wish I knew about this sooner. This is the After Ease Tincture Drops for afterbirth contractions. Afterbirth contractions are what your body naturally does to shrink your uterus back down to its normal size, and this actually gets more painful each time you deliver. So with my first baby, I didn't notice really much cramping at all when I was breastfeeding, but the second time, oh my gosh, it just made me like more scared for subsequent babies. And it was so painful to the point where I was like, this is honestly like feels worse than contractions, because your uterus is so small that it's just like this like tight cramping, whereas like opposed to like a large contraction over your whole belly, this is just like, oh, it is so painful. So this is what you can put in your water to alleviate those cramps before you breastfeed. I'm not sure how it works, but it's all natural and it does the job. I will say, I think it tastes disgusting, but it's worth it to not have those really severe afterbirth cramps. So definitely recommend trying this out if you are onto your subsequent babies and want to prevent those cramps, because they are rough. I will say that. I have a high pain tolerance, and that was rough for me. The breastfeeding journey begins right away as soon as your baby is born. A lot of the times they will encourage you to latch and bond with your baby, which is so special, but it also can be very stressful. So there are some things that you can have in place to kind of help that process go a little bit smoother. And I would recommend having silverette cups, which I don't have in my hands because I don't know where mine are, and I hope I can find them because they're a little bit pricey, but I'll have a picture of them here. They are these silver cups that you place over your nipples. You can put some like breast milk in it to help with healing, or you can just have it as is, put it on your nipples and then put your nursing bra over it, and it, for some reason, the silver in it is like healing and like medicinal, so it helps that like chapped, painful part of breastfeeding, and it helps your nipples. It's great as a preventative. It's great if you have already dealt with having like that pain, chapped, bleeding nipples, and you want to heal them. You can put these on and it will help you. So definitely recommend those. I think I started them a little bit too late, but I'm definitely going to use them right from the get with my next baby because they are incredible. You definitely probably already know that you're going to need a nipple butter, but I wanted to share my favorite with you, and this is by Honest. It is the Calm Your Nip Balm. I have like 3 of these all over my house. So what I utilize this for is I use it especially for pumping. I'll just put it on my nipples right before I pump and then right after to help with like the discomfort from that. This is my favorite one because it like comes out kind of like thick, but then as soon as it touches heat, kind of like coconut oil, it just like melts into your skin. And so I love that about it, and I also love the smell of it. It says it's unscented, but it definitely like, don't be fooled by that. It kind of has this like very subtle banana smell, which I really like. So this is my favorite nipple butter. You should get this one. I love it. Another breastfeeding tool that I absolutely love postpartum is to have a haka. So what the haka does is while you are breastfeeding your baby on one side, you can flip this like this and then just attach it to your boob, and then it will like, then you flip it up and it will suction, and then that suction is going to cause the letdown that you naturally have to kind of just flow out. So you're catching that letdown and actually pulling out more milk. And so you can use this to really build up a freezer stash and just have some extra milk for your baby at the beginning of your postpartum journey when your body is trying to regulate how much milk you need. So this is definitely my favorite. I will say I tried the LV curve. That is what stays just in your bra, which is nice so baby's not kicking it, but I just felt like the suction, either like if it was suctioned well, it was uncomfortable and hurt, and then if it wasn't well, like suctioned right, it didn't hurt, but it just wasn't like doing anything because I don't have a natural like fast letdown. So this has definitely been my favorite. Yes, Haka, definitely recommend. Then I also wanted to mention to have some nipple shields on hand. I actually don't have them with me, like I said about the silverettes. Can't find my nipple shields, but I utilize these for both my first and my second baby. I didn't use these right away because I wanted to try to establish a good latch at the beginning, but if you are having trouble or you simply just need a break from that mouth to breast contact and you're in pain, I think nipple shields are the way to go. I know some lactation consultants will discourage it, and I am not one, so I'm not going to say what you should and shouldn't do, but it has worked really well for me and really helped and eased my breastfeeding journey. So definitely having those on hand is just really nice to have. Alright, so that is it for these postpartum essentials that you will actually need. Let me know if I forgot anything so that everybody in the comments can see that. Let me know what the most beneficial for you was. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you are a new and expecting mom, congratulations, and I hope this video was helpful for you in preparing for your postpartum journey. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for notifications every time I post if you are new here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!